Let's take a look at your charts here. And we're in interesting territory for NQ traders. We're at all-time highs, which we've been basically dancing around with for quite some time now. And this creates a little bit of a challenge for a lot of traders because I know for me, for example, I look left. I need to see what price action has done at certain areas to have a better understanding, a better gauge of what I'm looking for. And I know a lot of traders trade the same way. So that creates a problem when you're in blue skies. And so you actually have some stuff that you do that we were talking about before the show that sort of helps you gauge where it is that you're going. Now, this is probably not new to a lot of traders. This is pretty new to me. But let's talk a little bit about what that looks like for you.
All right. So this is my Benzinga swim chart. Remember what I told you earlier? Our target was the pivot point again. So there we go. The pivot point is just an indicator. I use it as is on my Benzinga swim chart, but pretty much every platform has it. I think NinjaTrader has it as well. But on my NinjaTrader chart, I just like using the EMAs. So I use it here in Thinkorswim. Basically, right here, I drew a flag. And then I have my 5 EMA, my 9 EMA, my 20 EMA, and my 50.
Okay.
And on the flag, like I'm usually looking for flag breaks. So right here, I would look to get in here, and my stop would literally be right underneath the flag. We go right back below the flag, and I'm pretty much out. That's if I'm full size for me, it's 5 contracts now. But I recommend anyone who's trading, don't go more than 2 contracts to start. It's easier to manage. With the 2 contracts, you can give yourself a little bit more room to the downside.
Right.
So with right now where we're at, I would not get into this position. The reason being is we haven't broken this high yet. We have a pivot here, and we have room back down to the 5 EMA. So to get in, I'd look for the move down to the EMA, make sure the EMA holds, and then if it holds as it starts pushing back up, I get in and my stop would literally be right underneath the EMA. But when I'm trading, I have that was a 10-minute chart. I have that up with some other time frames, but I'm literally trading on the 1-minute chart. So I would have my breakout area. So I look for us to break and hold above here. My stop would literally be right underneath
your swing point.
So there you go. See? So right there, that would have been, let me see. So with 20 accounts, 2 contracts, that would have easily been over $200 per contract. Done for the day.
Right. Now, it's great to swing around the word easily when you've been at this for a while. You've had consistent levels of success. I think we all know that the reality is it takes time, number one, to get the strategy to a point where you're consistently executing, but number 2, to the point where you have enough confidence to take it every time you see it. You know, when all sort of ducks start to line up, that's when you start to see those levels of success.
Yeah, see, so now we broke over and we've closed over the pivot point. So I'm expecting the pivot point to be support now. And then you have the 5 EMA right below it. So there's support. So here's a good area to go in. So I'm only looking for about 24 ticks. And I'm trading 24 to 28 ticks, which is like $5 because the ATR for Q on a 5-minute chart, I think the ATR, which is the average true range, is it could be anywhere from $7 to $15, right? So with the 24 ticks, I'm looking for $6. So I'm under that $7 area. So on a push, my target is going to hit on a push, right? So my target's going to hit, and that I'm looking for momentum. So right here on the push, I would have gotten in. This one right here, we got a 3-bar play. So I would have gotten the push right here. But this one is a lot trickier. My stop would have been right under this candle. Because if it breaks this candle, good chance we're going to go back and test this candle right here.
Okay. So with this strategy, it looks like you talk about one and done, but realistically speaking, if you didn't limit yourself, how many opportunities do you see like in a morning session that could be potential trades for you?
Oh, geez, easily 10, 20 trades. But the one thing you got to realize, once you hit your target, get up, walk away, because you don't want to give it back. That's what I did early on. I would hit my target and say, hey, you know what? I want an extra $100. That extra $100 would end up costing me $1,000 that I had made. So my thing to new traders or people trying to succeed, number one, not a lot of contracts. Like even 2 contracts is a lot, right? You could trade 1 contract or trade them as micros. So that would be that would give you 10 contracts, and you could hit $200 with that.
Sure.
10. With me, I like to be out early so I could go on with my day. So I'm using 2 to 5 contracts, but I've built enough cushion getting paid through Apex where it's okay for me to do that. And also I know what I'm looking for. So keep your contract small. If you make your profit, walk away and then come back another day and do it again.